Hello everyone, welcome back. Good afternoon. So welcome to our kitchen. I thought while Abby is out running errands this afternoon that I would show you what I've been eating on a regular basis, mostly every day for an anti-inflammatory diet, and also to give my digestive system a little break. Things can get overloaded, and our digestive system can start to work more slowly. And also, of course, you can do your own research on this. There's a lot of foods that create inflammation in our bodies, which can slow things down. It can lead to disease and other issues, especially with our digestive system, but also with our liver and our kidneys and things like that. So my yoga doctor, my Ayurvedic doctor, prescribed this very simple anti-inflammatory, easy to digest diet, which I've been following on a pretty regular basis. Now, once in a while I do go off that diet. I'll have a veggie burger or something like that. I have had fish before. As a matter of fact, this afternoon for dinner I'm planning on making a swordfish steak, which is anti-inflammatory. Fish is very good for you, of course. We all know it contains omega-3s, which are good for our heart and other organs in the body, good for our livers and kidneys. But swordfish is the highest in mercury. Even wild caught salmon, like I usually buy once in a while. So, but I have it. I'm going to cook it, and then I'll switch over to salmon, which I also have some salmon in the freezer here. Salmon is much less mercury, even wild caught salmon. All fish in the world today have a level of mercury in them, but they're all generally good for an anti-inflammatory diet because they are anti-inflammatory. So let me show you what I'm going to make this afternoon. Now, these are very simple meals, something that anybody can prepare, whether you're a bachelor or a housewife or somebody that cooks for your family. Very easy to prepare, and let's get into it, and I'll show you what I'm making for lunch this afternoon. Okay, so the first ingredient that I'm preparing right now is green peas, which are very good for you generally and anti-inflammatory. Now, you could also substitute green peas for spinach or kale or even cauliflower. Tomorrow I'll make something with cauliflower in it. I'll show you a different recipe. But we're just cooking, just warming up some frozen peas. We buy frozen peas and kale and spinach and things like that from Trader Joe's. They're easy because you don't have to use them in a certain amount of time, but organic kale or spinach is best, not frozen, but just for convenience. So I'm going to warm these up, and then I'm putting in pre-cooked lentils. We get these also from Trader Joe's. They're relatively inexpensive, and all you have to do really is warm them up, and you can even eat these as is, right out of the cooler section. So lentils are, again, very anti-inflammatory, very good for you. They provide some protein as well. Then also I have some leftover white basmati rice from yesterday. I cooked this yesterday. White rice is best. Brown rice is more difficult for your body to digest, so white rice is best. And I've cooked this yesterday. This is leftovers, and it's mixed in with some turmeric. Okay, so I'm going to add my leftover lentils from yesterday, and also we're going to add in the rest of the leftover white basmati rice from yesterday. Okay, we have everything kind of mixed up. I'm just waiting on the peas to finish warming up, but I've already got this beginning to warm up. I'm just going to put some olive oil on here. This is extra virgin organic olive oil. And I am going to add a little bit more of this turmeric blend. This is all organic. And just going to mix in a little bit more of this. Turmeric is very good for you. In India, they cook everything with turmeric. And then I'm also going to put some of this mesquite seasoning just for a little bit of salt flavor, because we don't have any salt at the house. Normally we have some sea salt, but we left it up north. And it's also important to put pepper into your mixture, especially when you're using turmeric. Okay, our peas are boiling, so I'm just going to drain the water out, add that to our mixture of rice and lentils and all the spices, and we'll be ready to have our lunch meal for today. Black pepper helps to allow your body to absorb the turmeric, so it's always good to have some black pepper when you're using turmeric to cook with. Okay, we have our mixture of rice, lentils, and green peas with some spices, some turmeric, and things like that. A little bit of olive oil, and we're just about ready to have our lunch.
I probably shouldn't say that.
No, you probably shouldn't. Anyway, my meal is ready to go, so I hope this was helpful for you. Abby just returned home, so I thought she'd share a little bit about why this anti-inflammatory diet might be good for some of us. It's definitely helped me out. Like I've said before, it helped me to lose a little bit of weight, feel less bloated, have more energy. So, want to say anything about it?
Well, basically what you're eating, it's easy to digest, and it's all cooked, so it also is easy to digest. And if you put a little bit of spices like ginger and things like that, anti-inflammatory, turmeric, it also stokes your digestive system and is anti-inflammatory. With that said, some people might not do well with lentils or even rice, so they might need alternatives. And this is, like you said, you try it out and see how it works for you. And today, with the medical system the way it is, I feel we have to be our own scientists and do these little experiments and really our own doctors, because nobody really knows what's going on in our body. But when we start to change things, especially through our diet, we begin to feel it. And that's the proof. You know, a doctor can say, oh, you have eczema, and give you like eczema cream. And maybe the eczema goes away for a little bit, but it doesn't get to the root of the problem. And so eating an anti-inflammatory diet gets more to the root of the problem, because you're healing your main organs, especially the liver gets healed. And when you are eating things that are easy to digest, your digestive system will regain its strength. And then you can eat some things that might not be like on the list of good for you, and it won't affect you so much.
So anyway, my friends, that's what I've been eating. Again, the other thing of importance is once you put something together like I have, which was suggested again by my Ayurvedic doctor, you have to do it for a while. You can't do it for 1 or 2 days and expect it to have any effect on you and look and say, oh, it's not doing anything. I'm going to go back to eating hamburgers and and junk food and chips and potatoes and things like that. So you have to give it a chance to work. You have to be determined that you want to feel better.
Yeah, it's like, how bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it? Yeah.
Because, I mean, even 3 weeks, you did see results in 3 weeks. But then it doesn't mean go back to eating all that junk.
Right.
It means
Right.
that maybe you can introduce a couple of your favorite foods that maybe aren't the best for you while still maintaining a simpler diet
Yeah.
that's whole food based, not processed
Right.
food based. And what I'm learning too, can I share a little more?
Sure.
What I'm learning too, as I'm studying the liver and doing a liver cleanse, is that even the oils we're using that might be good, high quality oils like olive oil can be very damaging, and it can lead to a fatty liver, and it can lead to issues that show up in other ways, even skin conditions. So, not saying you can never use oil, but you do want to look at that in your diet. So once you do some type of modification, to go back to some of the other foods very moderately, so you're not just going back into the same.
Which I used olive oil.
That's okay. I mean, I've been, oil free for I don't know how many days now, maybe like 5 or 6 days. And I feel really good. I mean, that works for me. I do love oils and I do love fats. And I do recognize after being on the cleanse I'm on that I did have a high fat diet being vegan, which you wouldn't think you would. But even some beans are high fat.
Yeah.
And then all the oils we use when we're cooking, greens and vegetables, stir frying them. And then even things like avocado and all the coconut milk I love. Those are all really high fat foods. And I wasn't really paying attention. I was like, oh, it's healthy,
So you have to determine how you're feeling now. If you feel bloated or sluggish or you don't have a lot of energy, then you have to do something. You have to ask yourself, how bad are you willing to, how bad do you want to change, and what are you willing to do to make those changes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even like if you're not feeling like clear-headed,
Right.
that's also
Right.
a symptom, like foggy brain, which
Right.
so many of us have. We walk around like kind of like I forgot why I came into the room type of thing.
Yeah, and we end up after so many times spent like that, so much time when we're in brain fog, we feel sluggish, we don't have a lot of energy. We just start to think that this is the normal process of aging, but it doesn't have to be.
No.
So
It's not normal.
yeah. The other thing that I did want to mention is that I've been taking this herb. It's hingwashtak.
Uh-huh.
I'll post it online. You can look this up. There's a lot of information about this. This is for digestive health and to reduce
with your liver.
inflammation and helps the liver as well.
Yeah.
So you can look this up. And again, please, before you start to take any supplements or herbs or anything like that, before you change your diet too much, make sure you check your healthcare professional first. We have to say that so that nobody sues us or anything. But like Abby said, you have to also do what you think is best, because a lot of healthcare professionals,
They won't even know about this stuff. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
They don't know about the herbs. When I go in, I say, I take Triphala regularly. The doctor's like, what's that?
Right.
And to me, it's like a very common herb.
Yeah.
And it's a natural laxative that's non-dependent forming, non-habit forming, that helps when you do have like slow digestion. But, they're going to prescribe like the most natural thing probably would be prune juice that they would subscribe.
Right.
But most of them will be like, oh, I'll put you on a laxative.
Right.
No,
They
you
wanna
don't want to do that.
They want to just give you more medicines,
More
and
meds,
more prescriptions.
more toxins in
Yeah.
your body. And basically what we're doing with this diet is simplifying so that we're detoxifying the body, and so that the body can actually get back its functionality.
Right.
It's still it's able to do that.
So again, my friends, you have to be determined, have to give it some time. You have to ask yourself, how badly do you want to be healthy, or how badly do you want to have more energy, and what are you willing to do for it? And do your own research, use your own common sense. There's a lot of information out there on on the internet, and if you are interested more in liver cleanse and really getting your body functioning optimally, You can stay tuned in to us. Abby's going to be doing a 6-month long liver cleanse program. So
it's not just about diet, but diet's part of it.
yeah,
But it's about, how we're living.
yeah,
So there's a lot of pieces to it, but diet's definitely at the top of the list.
yeah. So Abby's putting that program together now. It's not ready to sign up for quite yet, but it will be soon, and I'll let you all know when it's available. Thanks, and have a great day.